Good day, my name is VINCENT RANGA.
And my name is CLARRENCE SUYONG.
We're from I-ACSAD and we're here to explain the poem written by Jose Rizal titled The Last Farewell.
So, let's talk about the summary. In 1987, Mariano Ponce had the poem printed in Hong Kong with the title Mi Ultimo Pensamiento. This 14 stanzas poem of Jose Rizal talks about his goodbyes to his dear fatherland. He wrote it on the evening before his execution.
The first stanza speaks about Rizal's beautiful description of his fatherland.
The second stanza speaks about the men who gave their life to his beloved country.
The third stanza talks about Rizal's love of liberty.
The fourth stanza represents the flashbacks of Rizal's love for the patria that started when he was young.
The fifth stanza repeats Rizal's dream of complete liberation.
The sixth stanza describes the image of Rizal's grave being forgotten someday.
The seventh stanza Rizal says that he wants to see or feel the moon, dawn, wind, and a bird over his grave.
The eighth stanza, the metaphor of the sun drawing the vapors up in the sky signifies that dirt is being cleansed by the sun, like talking away the sorrows and tears that has shed, including his last cry.
The ninth stanza tells that he also wants his fellow men to also pray for others who also have died and suffered for the country.
10th stanza says that Rizal tomb is on the graveyard with the other dead people before it will no longer take significance.
In the 11th stanza, Rizal says a request that his ashes be spread by the flow before it will no longer take significance.
The 12th stanza again speaks about being forgotten, but Rizal does not care about it anymore.
Rizal says goodbye to his adored fatherland in the 13th stanza.
14th stanza, scene the last Rizal cries his farewell to all his fellow men.
This is the settings of the last farewell. The place where he wrote the letter was in Fort Santiago.
And the place where the poem was published was in Hong Kong.
As seen in the 11th stanza, he described his grave as being a grassy sub. This statement can conclude that you can imagine the setting in a cemetery.
Symbolism. The image of a dawn that Rizal used in the first line signifies the liberation that he adores. Second, the ashes represent his thoughts, words, and philosophy, making it his intellectual remains. The symbolic ashes should be spread all over Filipinas to fertilize the new free country long after he is forgotten.
Character. The character in the poem is Dr. Jose Rizal. Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado Alonso Realonda was a Filipino polymath, nationalist, and the most prominent advocate for reforms in the Philippines during the Spanish colonial era. He is considered the Philippines' national hero, and the anniversary of Rizal's death is commemorated as a Philippine holiday called Rizal Day. Rizal's 1896 military trial and execution made him a martyr of the Philippine Revolution.
The point of view. Mi Ultimo Adios is a poem that tells us how beautiful the Philippines is and how Rizal wants us to learn from our past and to see the truth about how world view us.
From my point of view, Rizal's wisdom and perspective upon writing his last poem, Mi Ultimo Adios, reflects in many edge in present. His love for the country and many advocates to fight for the country, to have freedom of expression and criticism are still established nowadays. Like as Rizal and many national heroes are fighting for our country, we give significance to what they did. Knowing to the past and be updated to what is the issue now is what Rizal wants to be in ourselves as he did when he is living. His point of view can relate in present just by opening our eyes, see what is going on, be aware of happenings, that we should speak what's in our mind and stood by our own feet.
That's all.
Thank you.